लिविंग फाउंडेशन के संस्थापक पूज्य श्री श्री रवि शंकर से निवेदन है कि आप कृपया आशीर्वचन देने के लिए पधारें। मैं रिक्वेस्ट पूज्य श्री श्री रवि शंकर, फाउंडर आर्ट ऑफ लिविंग फाउंडेशन इंडिया, फॉर हिज बेनेडिक्शन।
ओम नमः प्रणवार्थाय शुद्ध ज्ञानैकमूर्तये निर्मलाय प्रशांताय दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः। Obeisance to the Almighty and my very dear Honorable Prime Minister of India, Shri Narendra Modi ji, Her Excellency Mrs. Chandrika Bandana ke Kumaratunge, Shri Vij ji of the Vivekananda Foundation, and Honorable Bhikkhus here, Honorable guests, ministers, and dignitaries from various parts, both on the dais and in the audience. I bring greetings also from Swami Dayanand Saraswati, who could not be here, and he has said, due to his ill health, he said Hinduism, Buddhism offer among various available religions a preeminently appropriate reservoir of thought and practice, which is at once convincing and practicable. And he sends his blessings and good wishes to the conference as well. Now, the very fact that we have said conflict avoidance, we have already sent the message to the world. People who believe in this philosophy of conflict avoidance were, if not half the population of the world, quite close to half the population. Nearly 3 billion people in this world still believe in non-violence. But the thing is, our voice needs to be heard very loud and clear. The world cannot be at peace as long as some people think they have the key to the heaven and exclusive right to heaven. And this is due to ignorance. So the main thing that we need to do is actually 3 things. That's education, education, and education. We need to educate our population of the world that there are many ways to one truth. British once said, familiarity builds contempt. But familiarity brings contempt when there is no truth, there is no compassion, there is no enlightenment. But we in the East believe something completely different. We say familiarity builds respect. I want to cite an incident. Once an imam confessed with me, Shri Gurudev ji. I went to Banaras and studied Vedas and Upanishads. My intention was to condemn it, but when I studied it, I get enormous respect for the philosophy of this country. And this is worth noting. Wherever there is truth, there is compassion, there is philosophy. Familiarity builds respect, not contempt. And we have believed this for centuries. In the known history of world of 3,400 years, mere 8% of the time the world has been at peace. That is a recorded 268 years only we have been at peace. The rest of the time the world has been at war. In this century, from 2003 onwards, the world has faced 30 wars, small and big, around the world. And what can we do? How can we avoid this? I would say the philosophy of coexistence. Even if a small part of the world is left thinking they have exclusive right for heaven, they are going to create hell for everybody else. So we need to change this mindset. This is possible when through United Nations and UNESCO, we create a curriculum of multi-religious, multicultural, environment-friendly education right from childhood, right from school places. Our Honorable Prime Minister earlier this year took a very, very beautiful step to make World Yoga Day through United Nations. And there has been tremendous response world over. This itself is an indication we are marching in the right direction towards peace and prosperity. If there is no peace, there is no prosperity. They are linked together. And prosperity does not depend on exploitation of our resources, rather conscious protection of our own planet and its resources. So as I said, we have the power. If we can all unite, we are like a sleeping giant. The Hindu-Buddhist Confederation can contribute in more than one way to the world peace. We have already been doing in small way. Hinduism has taken the path of yoga, and Buddhism has been a co-sponsorer for this, and Buddhism has in many ways expanding compassion throughout the world and establishing its philosophy in developing countries as well as the developed countries have achieved an informal bonding among the people. The democratic values today and value of tolerance, what people call, I don't like the word tolerance, by the way. You know, you tolerate only something which you don't like. Appreciating the diversity. The world is of diverse. It has diversity in every step, and honoring diversity is a speciality of these Eastern philosophies. Among the 10 religions of the world, 6 from the Far East, East and Far East, have never been in conflict with each other. I would like to end this with one incident I would like to remember here. Once President Nixon of USA went to Japan, and he wanted to meet the religious leaders. On one of his side was a Shinto priest, another side was a Zen Buddhist monk. So he turned to the Buddhist monk and asked him, what is the percentage of Buddhism in Japan? He said 80%. And then he turned to the Shinto priest and asked him, what's the percentage of Shintoist in Japan? He said 80%. And the president got so confused. How is it possible? And both the priests looked at each other and they smiled. So we have same thing here in India, the Jains and the Buddhists and the Hindu, we have all been in such a beautiful amalgamation of peaceful coexistence. Even today, Hindus in every home, when they take sankalpa or any puja begins with Bauddhavatare, Ramakshetre, Prabhuadi Shakti Samvatsarana Madhye. So we definitely take Buddha as part of the Hindu tradition, as one of the avatars. And without the word of Buddha, even no religious ceremonies begins here in India. Similarly, in the Buddhist prayer, I know you have the word says, Rakhantu Sabudevata. In every prayer you say, Rakhantu Sabudevata. Let all the gods and goddesses protect us. So there is such a beautiful example that the world can draw from this coagulation of ideas, philosophy and plans. Only thing is we need to be much loud and clear to the world. The voice of peace must rise above the voice of hatred and violence. Thank you very much. Om Shanti.